Welcome back to One Last Year, or as we're now calling it, Four Grown-Ass Men Talk About High School. Let's go. We're graduated.
Yeah, I don't want to start like that.
Why? Name the episode that then. Four Grown-Ass Men Talk About High School.
Four Grown-Ass Men Talk About High School, bro. No, welcome to episode 49 of the One Last Year podcast. It's been a hot minute. I think it's kind of ironic that our last episode before this was called We're Back, and then it was another 2 months until our next episode after that.
Can you call this one We're So Back?
We're so back again.
Yeah, we're so back.
We're back. For real.
For real this time, except only for 4 more episodes. We're
taking more breaks than Corey.
Let's recall it. Let's rename it 1A year, and then we can do this until 2028.
2029.
We can go through college.
Wait, no, he's right.
Good
Sorry,
idea.
guys. I don't know how to do math.
Do a little check-ins.
Should we do we could do check-ins where we make another episode like every 6 months?
I don't know.
You know how many
maybe.
plans we've made for this podcast that haven't gone through?
Dude,
Probably more than 52.
all
Yeah,
right,
we didn't ever get Miss Kleppy on the pod.
That's
That's my biggest regret.
you guys are shitting on the whole parade right now. We're like dogging on our own podcast. Look. Here's the deal. The month of May was a pretty very hectic month, just in general. So we didn't complete our goal of getting 52 episodes out by the end of the school year, which does make me think that now it's kind of crazy to think about. We started this podcast over a year ago. It's been over a year since we started this, which
It does make you feel like it's been over a year since we last recorded.
I'm
I'm thinking about the prom episode.
You
What was
guys
I
see
doing
me?
back at prom? Doing nothing. What?
What were you saying,
Can you
Ian?
still see me?
Yes, we can.
Oh
see
my
you.
God. Yeah,
I can still see
My
you.
whole screen went black.
His whole computer just blew up and the recording failed. We can't finish the podcast. Ian died.
Oh,
But low-key, when the summer started, I kind of gave up. I was like, you know what? I don't even want to finish the podcast no more. But then I was like, all right, you know what? We only got 4 episodes left. We might as well do it. So here we are, episode 49. I feel like given everything that happened senior year and just how busy all of us were, I think it's still impressive that we were able to stay as consistent as we were with the podcast for as long as we were.
No other school podcast got more than 4 episodes out.
That's true. And I feel like
Hey, you know what I like about senior year?
What?
I like off blocks. I was so excited for the off blocks.
I had 2 off blocks fourth quarter.
that
was sick.
is that your only takeaway from senior year? Yo, off blocks were sick.
They were kind of sick though.
That's
That's
all
what
Jacob
everybody
said.
said when we had any guests on. They said that's what they're. What are you excited for senior year? Off blocks.
Bruh.
Going home for pride. Not going to school.
That's what everyone over the summer said that we had before senior
We
year
could-
started.
We could rank the years now. I could
Rank
give it
all 4 years of
confident
high
ranking.
school. I feel like
Dude, I literally could. Senior was the worst. I'm gonna be so
What?
I
honest.
disagree. I disagree.
Freshman, sophomore, junior. Junior was so hard. Senior was just that because I wasn't at school.
Junior is at the bottom. Then I think it goes
What?
from worst to first. Junior year, sophomore, freshman, senior, dude. That's how it goes.
I can
Well-
argue sophomore at the bottom,
freshman.
but senior's definitely third.
No, dude, you're
I'm
telling me
ranking
that
by-
you're telling me that golfing with Mr. Clark and Mr. Knight is fourth.
I didn't have,
Hold on.
dude.
I
Also,
think
yes.
it's all individual. Whether you,
I disagree. I think we're all taking the same classes.
I'd rank freshman. I'd say freshman, junior, sophomore, senior for me.
From worst to first.
Me as a person, I'll rank
I di-
freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. But me, as an eventful person, I'd say
I disagree.
freshman, sophomore, senior, junior.
I disagree.
Maybe it's moving up. It's moving up in my ranking.
I would
But junior was
say-
top tier.
What would you say, Ian, is your favorite year?
Wait. starting from bottom, I would say goes sophomore, freshman, junior, senior.
That's that's close enough.
Junior year was pretty
I
tough.
have
For me, though.
never felt more of a thrill in my life than when I was studying for the pre-calculus final to pass the class by 0.25 points.
Oh my
That
god,
is
yes,
the
I
most
remember
fun
that.
I've had in
Didn't
my
she
life.
cancel? Didn't
That
she
class-
cancel the test, bro?
She canceled the
She
final
canceled the
test.
test.
And
So
on the
your
last
entire
day-
year was built up for nothing, dude.
No, it wasn't built up for nothing because on the last day, she gave me the option, I guess if I wanted to fail the class, but she said, she put my test face down. She said, okay, I'd done the math the day before. I needed like a 32 out of 30, no, probably a 32 out of like 50. 32 out of 50 to pass the class. She said, what score do you hope you got? And I said, 32. And she says, congratulations, you got a 33. And I said, woo!
She just gave
And
it to
I
you?
played Subway Surfers. She gave it to me, and then she said, "Yeah. So are we taking the final?" I said, "Nope. I'm taking my B minus with a."
I mean, that was her last day at Bendorf High School, so she probably just did not care.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She gave up.
Oh, I only passed because our teacher quit.
Yeah.
That's why. I'm gonna get my whole engineering career done because my junior teacher quit. She's very cool.
I still believe that senior year was the best year, not in terms of like work, but like just what happened senior year, the types of things that we did.
Just vibes, bro.
Chill.
So I agree.
Yeah.
I like the winter.
Yeah.
think. I like the beginning of senior year more than I like the beginning of the rest of the years.
Mhm.
But it just got boring leave because I would leave after every single class, and it was a lot of driving the same route.
I think
Which is
Jacob.
Coincidentally, what getting a job is also like.
I think Jacob's ranking these solely based off of like the schoolwork, when I'm ranking them based on like how life felt as a whole during those times.
No, that's what I'm ranking them off of.
If I had to do that, I would put freshman, sophomore, senior, junior. I still like junior year.
Junior year was one of the worst
everybody-
years, dude.
I had my prime coworkers junior year. Think about that, Ian.
I
What you
had my
doing
prime-
for the coworkers?
my prime coworkers were sophomore year. That's what I'm gonna say.
I never had prime coworkers.
The summer.
Yeah, that's
Last
because you
summer
didn't
was the best summer.
get a job until your senior year, bro.
Bro,
Get your
because
money up before you get your funny up.
I got the lowest paying job in Davenport, Iowa.
Actually,
Oh, it's like $10.50 an hour starting.
congratulations, man.
Wait, that's Davenport? That's not Davenport.
Cinemark's in Davenport.
Wait, that Kimberly is Davenport?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my. Yeah, I didn't know that.
dude,
oh my-
Lakehurst is in
Dude,
Davenport.
cool.
Whoa!
Buffalo Wild Wings in Davenport? Chili's is in Davenport? Oh my-
Yeah, dude.
Bettendorf ends real, bro.
Why are you acting like this is like the discovery of the ages? Oh my god, it's in the ghetto?
Buffalo Wild
I
Wings
thought
is
that
in
I thought that
Bettendorf.
that like bridge. I thought the highway
No.
that you have to cross over. I thought that was Davenport.
Here, let me
Well, it feels way more hood there.
I thought
me pull up
Illinois
a-
was
I don't need to
Davenport.
look up the
pull up
boundaries.
the map. So, like,
Dude, Party City actually closed. I didn't think Party City would close.
this
I-
part of Bettendorf
If you
is
look up
actually
Bettendorf, it'll give you the borders.
is Davenport, and then I can do that.
Shit. All my life, I'm correct.
I gotta recount
Looking
this.
up
Jacob just said
directions
that.
to Bettendorf.
Jacob, did
Oh
you
my
just say that you
God.
thought across the bridge was Davenport?
Across the bridge over?
Like, then down south here by the river, this is
I-80.
Bettendorf, even though it's on
74.
Davenport's side.
Oh yeah. I don't
So it's like a puzzle piece. You know what I mean?
Yo,
I just leaked my
if
location.
you zoom in on the neighborhoods there, you can see the different satellite data where it's like shitty and gray and one.
Oh, so my
That's
road
so
that
cool.
my road that I live on, if I drive like 2 blocks south, it goes from like shitty road into Bettendorf, where it's like the road is like fresh and there's like no cracks. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I went to David's house for his graduation party, and I was like, I knew it was in Davenport, but I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this is real nice for
When I
Davenport.
say the nice part of Davenport,
it's
I
'cause
mean the
I'm-
nice 2 blocks of
Yeah,
Davenport.
it's because I'm by the golf course.
I
Yeah.
know. I was like, I
All the
should have
ri-
expected
Like,
nothing less.
like when I was at David's house for his grad party, I was like, yeah, this house seems like a really nice place to be, but it's still in the area where if I heard a firework, I would jump on the floor thinking it was a gunshot. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
Dude,
Honestly,
wait.
for 4th of July and like the weekend before and after, I didn't hear any fireworks. Actually, I wasn't in town 4th of July, so I can't speak on that.
I was at a
But-
I was at a 4th of July party with some friends on the day that comes after the 3rd of July, and every single time I heard a firework go off, I turned to someone nearby and was like, "Oh my god, Iran's attacking!"
Yeah, real jokester there, kiddo.
Bro, come on, guys.
Everyone was saying
What?
that.
Oh, okay.
Were you saying that,
David,
David? Were you
Sawyer,
looking-
were you there when we were snooping around in David's basement during
Yeah.
his grad party after you left?
Yeah, I was the one who shouted the thing about the dead hooker.
Yeah, lots of people.
Oh.
Lots of people were in my basement.
Do you
Everyone.
still have Papa John's napkins behind the photos in your background? Because what's that about?
Wait, you want to see them?
I want to see the Papa John's napkins. What are they? Could you tell me what those napkins are perhaps used for? Oh, they're plates.
They're plates.
Hey,
It's because we ordered pizza one day and we didn't want to do dishes.
Hey,
and
I
they
mean-
gave us like a ton of plates.
David,
Yeah.
when we were all down in your basement during your grad party and messing around,
Uh-huh.
Aiden Ryan like moved a bunch of shit in your room, like just like slightly like turned things and made things crooked. Did you ever notice any of that?
No.
No, he started like
Oh, dude, we played a social experiment somewhere else. We swapped two of your hats around in
oh,
the big hat thing, and we were gonna see if you noticed.
We completely redid the big hat thing.
Oh,
We screwed them. We screwed
Aw.
them in. They used to just be like stuck there on the wall. Now they're screwed in.
my psychological warfare
Wait.
didn't work.
Wait, hold up.
That was me.
Wait, no, because that was before the grad party. Hold up.
he's going to check. Who was it that thought he had two bathrooms in his basement when they just walked in the same bathroom through two different doors?
I don't know.
Was it? I think that was Aiden Ryan. No, because he's been there before.
'Cause-
No, dude, it was Liam Young.
Yeah, it
'Cause,
was.
oh my god, you have two bathrooms?
Because David's bathroom has two doors that go into it, and he just walked in both of them. and was like, "Oh my god!"
Dude, his bathroom's legit 6 square feet, and he was like, "Dude,
Yeah,
you
my
fit two of these down here right next to each other."
You know, my bathroom fits a whole tub and a toilet and a sink, so I don't really know what more you can ask
Congrats.
for.
I really need.
I think
That's all you can ask for.
we've been pretty like off schedule this so far. Not off schedule, but off topic. We've been bouncing all over the place.
What's the topic, bro?
Pretty sure
No,
we
the
can
We've been-
topic-
We've been
podcast.
gone for 2 months. What
We've been-
topic do we have to talk about?
We're trying to. I'm
We're
trying
trying to
to.
rein it back to graduation.
I was trying to get us through the beginning bits where I was just yapping about the podcast and like how I wanted to finish it.
Did you guys
All
like
I-
the speeches at graduation?
Bro, you see, I just keep getting interrupted.
Dude, everybody loved Delaney's speech. Hers was ass.
What are you?
I
talking
like-
I liked hers better than Finn's.
You made a very funny point about Finn's speech, Sawyer, but it was still better.
What was my point about Finn's speech? I don't even know what you're talking
It
about.
was like he was like, my one topic that they gave me was future, and then he talked about the past
That is true.
for like 7 minutes. That was. That made me reflect.
Or
What
you
are
can-
you trying to say, Ian? Is it very funny?
I was just trying to say, David should shut up and let Sawyer get a topic going.
Well, I mean, I can.
We were
roll
listening
with
to
that.
brought up a topic.
Past
I just brought up
episodes,
a
and every
topic.
time David talked, you said, "Oh my god."
Just,
David
I haven't
talked."
even.
Yeah,
dude,
I'm being
shut
so
up.
social. I'm basically leading this podcast.
We're,
right
we're
now.
like 15 minutes in, and I still have not like finished my whole intro bit that I was trying to do.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
go finish your
Yeah.
bit.
All I was trying to.
You started.
No, we can't do that. All I was trying to say was like, yeah, we like.
tomorrow.
I spent most of the summer thinking that I just like didn't want to finish this podcast, but then I thought back and I was like, for one, like I made a promise to get 52 episodes, and I just thought like, you know, if 5 years from now, I'm gonna be like really mad at myself if I stop doing the podcast 4 episodes short of the end. Like,
You know, we got to do it for the
That being
people.
said,
How many-
since
how
it's
many-
like 9 straight weeks, can we do a 9-hour podcast right now?
what?
We got to reflect properly.
That's
No.
true. 9 hours, run however you
It's
want.
gonna be at
No.
least over like an hour and a half, dude. We got so much to talk about.
For the
We
for
need
the
to-
90s
we need to make
followers.
a route for our next 3 episodes.
I am
where
not
we have
doing
nothing
this.
To say.
I am not doing this for the followers. I'm doing this for me. I'm trying to complete
This is
this.
I'm
this is
doing
for
this
them.
I've done this whole
If you're
podcast for
listening,
me. I'm so full. I'm listening
if
to
you're
myself.
listening to this
I'm
right
too much
now,
around, so I'm like, yeah.
go to the
Yeah,
Instagram
look,
post
Freddie
and say
wasn't-
I love One Last Year. If
Jacob,
you
you're
type
so
that, I know
funny.
that you're a real viewer.
Jacob,
What?
you're so funny that you won't let me finish my goddamn intro. Fuck.
I thought you just finished it. That's
Oh
why
my
I jumped
god.
in.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Can you highlight this like an essay? Highlight the intro.
No. You know what? What were we talking about?
Deep fry your camera.
One last year. We're gonna finish it. This is episode 49. We're yada yada yada. Let's get it done.
Just give us one last month.
Yeah.
Just give me one more day.
All right. You were
Not
talking.
asking
You,
for
That
you
sounds
wanted-
like that sounds like a great name for a new podcast.
you wanted to talk about the fucking graduation speeches at our ceremony.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we
go-
start from the beginning
you
of
got-
graduation?
You want me to
Can we
like
get into the
expand
point
on
Wait,
where
it?
Ian
yeah,
was
can we
late
I
for
thought
our
they were-
rehearsal, the last day of school, legit.
Follow the timeline so that the viewers can understand what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like in the 2 months that have gone by, Jacob and David specifically, their storytelling abilities have tanked.
Wait, what do
I'm
you
giving
mean that
good
my
stories. They're just out of order.
We're the only ones
chronologically. Who
talking,
cares?
bro.
You're supposed to talk in chronological order.
All right,
So
so
let's-
Yeah,
first
but,
I
I'm
was
just
born in a
explaining the story. They
hospital.
don't know
Oh
everything.
my god. I can't.
Dude, like 4
Around
months
the
before
age
the
of
last
3,
episode of the
I gained
podcast,
consciousness.
I found this Instagram ad, and it was for an app that was like some light therapy thing, and I was like, that seems interesting. And what it was you lay on your side and put your phone not facing you, and then it flashes the phone flashlight at you in different patterns, and you close your eyes, and it makes you hallucinate. And I tried it, and I said, it was legit 10 minutes of just them flashing me with my phone camera, giving me epilepsy. And I said, oh my god, I just had a vision. I just discovered the meaning of life. I said, this part of this hallucination, this is us all rising up through the years in school. And then we all come together, and this is graduation. It's a great ceremony. There's fireworks everywhere. And then we all kind of disperse, but eventually we come right back together. And I said, that was beautiful. Thank you, phone flashlight. And then my eyes hurt, and I went to bed.
You know, I saw an Instagram post, and it was like this artist. They drew little lines of like how close you are to people throughout your life, and it was like, you know, all your high school friends, you grow apart from them during college, but then afterwards, you're close again. You know, I kind of feel that right now.
That's how you're feeling.
I'm going to throw a
Yeah.
side high school reunion that's going to be way cooler than the actual official one. And nobody's going to go to the official one.
Isn't it fitting
I'm going to
Callista's job,
try to out party them.
the high school?
I'm not going to no Finny Callista party, and nobody else is. And that's why I'm going to
Isn't
send
but,
my
but isn't I'm asking David? Isn't it their job technically to be like?
I don't know, dude. Why
I
you
forgot
asking
my
me?
goal.
Because it's a student
Yeah,
council
well-
thing.
No, it's not,
My
dude.
one
I thought it
goal I had
was.
in
It's
fifth grade
from
was
what I-
to set up a high school reunion the day after we graduated, and I never did it.
From what I understand, a high school reunion is not thrown by student council or the school.
Yeah,
A
it's
group
just
of
kind
students
of
get together and they decide, hey, let's all reunion, and then they send invites out to everyone that they know from high school.
You
yeah.
think Finn and Callista give a shit about the class of 25 at this point?
doesn't.
Probably.
They're not coming back yearly.
Well,
They didn't care about it.
It's
when we
never
were young,
yearly.
bro.
It's usually like a 5-year, a 10-year, a 25-year, and a 50-year.
But it's not
yeah.
the class presidents. Owen Hubbard will do it.
Maybe.
Out of everyone,
It'll be
Owen
delayed
Hubbard
for
is not doing
it'll
it.
be delayed till we're all in the retirement home, and then I'll say, "Oh, I should get on that."
Ian, what happened to your hair?
Ah, there we go. It's gone.
Why?
He was just trying to discover his face shape, and it got a little out of control.
So I was going on vacation, and I was like, oh shit, I've been procrastinating this haircut. Now it's 4 days till we leave, and I can't get a haircut. This is way too long, and it'd be nice to just have short hair for my job, so I can wear a hat and my hair cannot be in the way. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save some money on this haircut. I'm gonna grab these little razors and just do it myself, and that's what I did.
Kind of got lined up there. Nice,
What kind
nice
of
sharp
razor?
90-degree. Yeah,
Your
yeah.
hairline, I don't know if it's straight. I wouldn't
What the
say that.
Jacob?
Looks pretty good
Dude,
right
I booked the
now.
last hair appointment with your hair dude, and you rubbed my head with shampoo for 7 minutes and stared me in the eyes in a dark room.
You want to know?
It's a true story.
I guess since we should talk about it, if we're talking about graduation, can we talk about how like the lines got completely messed up at the very beginning as we started walking out?
Dude, that's so funny. I don't even know who it was, but everybody was yelling at him. And then Noah Solis was right behind me in line, and he said, "I'm really thirsty. It's gonna be a long ceremony. I'm gonna go step out of line for half a second." Or no, one of the administrators from the principal's office walked down the line. She said, "Do not get out of your position right now. Stay right there." And Noah pokes me on the shoulder. He's like, "Should I go get a drink of water?" And I said, "Yeah, that'd be funny as hell." And then he goes to the drinking fountain. She legit slaps him on the back of the head. It was hilarious.
Hey, you're a
I don't
grown
know who it
adult
was.
now. You're not a student anymore. I'll
One of the
slap you if I want.
administrators.
No, what
She like
happened?
whipped him with a tassel. Is funny.
What happened is the lines. The way it was set up is that we had like all the rows, but the rows were like cut in half down the middle. So they were supposed to like coil like this. Like each end was supposed to meet, so they became like two separate lines. But they were supposed to stay lined up. But as like the very first row, the very front row, it was Russell Bolar. Like this first half of the line was like moving, but in his half, he just like was not paying attention at all. And I actually was the one that shouted. I shouted, "Russell, pay attention!" And he was like, "Huh?" And then he started
Why are you
going.
such a fun killer, bro? Come on.
What? But
He's a fun
Why are you killing the vibe?
I'm a fun say. I'm trying to get through graduation. Nobody really wanted to be there.
Dude, ruining graduation is way more fun than having a good graduation.
Bro, but what happened is
I wish something crazier happened.
Jacob
Actually,
is
some
Jacob
crazy stuff
wanted
could
to
happen.
redo this podcast just so he could disagree with everything I say.
He's been rage baiting this whole time.
Russell,
I've been doing that for the whole year, dude.
exactly, and it's making it's
Remember how we
Yes.
got through the whole 60 minutes of content back in episode back in the tens? You would say something, I would say no. Here's the
TSPMO,
contrary.
dude. TSPMO. But Russell, he was already so far behind that he didn't know where to go in line, and Ian's dying of laughter over there, I guess. And so,
TSPMO.
and so what happened is that the lines were like completely messed up. So the next thing we knew is that all of us.
Bum,
just-
bum.
What is wrong with you? Like we're trying to. What, David? What is that? I can't read. What? Stop. Oh my god.
Dude, remember when we were listening to the podcast in the car on the way home, Ian? Somebody said something funny. And you laughed at it.
Dude, remember at the graduation
Never
ceremony when that vendor was selling like 67 Diddy Blood mangoes? Oh, you remember that?
Mustard.
With a side of mustard, dude. I had to
Oh.
explain to like my 30-year-old coworker what the 6'7" joke was.
How'd you explain?
I didn't. I just said,
How did you explain?
he was
it?
like, "What's so funny about 6'7"?" I'm like, "It's just really funny. You gotta believe me."
Dude,
Oh, no, we were listening to the podcast and David was
Yeah,
talking about being 6'7".
Dude.
But it was from like a year ago, so nobody laughed at it.
but
Dude.
me and Jacob immediately look at each other and go 6'7".
Ah,
Dude, wait, what episode is that? Can we
I
clip
think
that?
it was the Owen Hubbard one.
Can we post
pretty
that on
sure.
on the clips channel?
That could have
Can we
been-
post that on the
that could
Instagram.
have been
Dude,
any
I'm not
episode.
reviving that for another 5 years, bro.
No, because
That's so
we were
much
talking
work.
about my video, my student
I
council video.
figured.
Yes.
Because what you said, you were 6'7" in that video, right?
So Hayden said I was 6'7", and I just didn't correct him.
What a classic! What a classic moment, dude. Student
Are
council.
we still in the intro?
What?
Are we still in the intro?
Yeah, I
Bro,
think so.
get the fuck out. Just
Can I mute Jacob for the rest of this podcast?
can we kill him with hammer?
I could uphold the podcast by myself, and everybody's acting like rambling.
How are you gonna rage
kill
bait
a
yourself?
podcast. I'm not rage baiting. I'm just talking.
You're gonna be
I'm
talking to
giving at least
yourself.
5 insightful stories.
You're gonna be talking about yourself, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, graduation was so fun."
Can we-
No, it wasn't. It wasn't fun, actually, bro. What are you talking about? You're just gonna be You're gonna be going back and forth, having to argue with
Yeah, but-
yourself.
We haven't talked about one concise thing this whole time.
No.
Dude,
Well,
we're not supposed to.
that's-
Can you illustrate what you think a podcast is supposed to be?
Well, a lot of them are usually one concise topic the whole time.
Yeah, the lame ones.
Oh, damn.
Dude,
Dude, what would Joe Rogan say right now? How would he rate us?
4.
Out of 10?
Out of
God.
5.
Out of 5. Oh, hey.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know what else happened at graduation. You want to talk about the speeches? You want to talk about the speeches?
Dude, we already talked about speeches. That's old news.
Oh,
How
my-
about? Did any of y'all give any of the like admins hugs? I gave Miss Kleppy a hug.
No.
I gave
Ew.
this puppy a hug.
I thought we were
Bad,
supposed to be
dude.
social distancing. 6 feet.
I sort of, I shook hands vaguely, and then I cheersed my diploma to the crowd,
Did
and
you
then I
actually?
walked out.
Dude,
Yeah, but it's not very. You
You
can't
should
really
have done like
see
a
that.
backflip.
I'm not gonna name drop. You guys can if you want. But the kid who like when it was his turn to go, he like did all this shit on stage and nobody cheered at all.
That was
Yeah,
very funny.
that
That was
was-
so funny.
Oh my god, do you remember there was this one girl who walks up on stage, she takes out her phone to do a selfie and goes and drops it.
I didn't see that.
It was the
Hilarious.
funniest shit I'd ever seen. Let's just say that.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad it was live streamed, so I can not go back to these to check. That's funny.
Do you remember like? And no, we're not gonna. But
What? No, you can't talk.
I was gonna ask who it was, but like if he
Remember when
knows,
you were gonna start talking about yourself and you're gonna say
Some
something and you're gonna say,
random-
no, never mind.
Random
I'm just kidding.
1.0 GPA girl.
how do you know her GPA?
You can tell it just by looking at her. That's all. I'm saying.
They should have
She
announced the
She
G.
dropped her phone trying to take a selfie. You do not have. This does not.
Dude, my
That's
dad
really my
didn't,
grade.
Equate
my
to
dad
that.
didn't cheer for me. He said we shouldn't be we shouldn't be cheering for such low accomplishments.
Your dad's so based.
Dad, I
Right.
learned how to talk today. We don't. I don't care. Everyone else can talk.
I don't care. Get your college degree, bro.
Dude, I was the only person to have the cool National Honor Society cord, but not have a yellow tassel because they legit.
No, I had
forgot
that
to take
too.
me out.
No, I had
You
that
didn't have the
too.
yellow tassel?
No, I didn't.
They
Oh,
usually
Because
why are
it's
you
because
off?
it's because of student council.
What?
what?
I got
Oh,
my,
wait, it lowered
my-
your GPA. That's
I
crazy.
didn't turn in my final assignment, so I got graded like lower. So I got like a 3.49. And then after
Oh.
graduation I turned in all my stuff. So I
Student
just
council also dropped.
Damn, we were like the only twins.
I
I
just
know,
realized,
dude.
Ian, you still have your student council state ID, like the name tag from Stuco State, right behind you.
David, you still have my graduation cap. 'Cause
I
I stole
do.
somebody else's,
Look at that.
I do.
and it's like way 5 times too big for me.
Oh, you like want yours
If
back?
you go for, I mean, only if it involves you going for a run with me tomorrow at 5:30.
Nah, I'm not going for a run with you. I'm not getting diddled by you, bro.
Yeah, run
Bro, no, we're all going. We're all going. Craig's coming.
Craig's coming?
Ah!
Yeah.
If Craig's in, I'm
You're
in. Craig's in, I'm in. Dude, can we shout out Craig for coming back 2 months off? I feel
Oh.
like, you know,
Thanks, Craig. Thanks,
to get
Craig,
his
for being
schedule
here.
working like this, it's great, you know?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah.
Can we talk about the cool story now?
Oh yes, we can. So this is probably the most interesting thing that happened to me this summer because I've been doing a whole lot. But I'm gonna be doing stuff. I'm gonna be finishing this podcast. I'm gonna say this to you, Jacob and Ian, right now. I'm thinking for the last episode we might do an IRL episode. 50.
Yeah, just fuck me, dude.
Why? What?
You're like to Jacob and Ian.
Man, dude.
I already told you before the episode began. I texted you 2 hours ago saying I think we can do an IRL episode. What is that? You texting Ian? Good job.
Yeah.
Dude, you know those videos that are like supposed to be sad because they're like, this is how kids pretend to be on a phone call nowadays. They don't do this anymore. Anyways, dude, you wanna know what I hate? You wanna know what I hate? I hate those online quizzes where it's like, this is a totally free quiz, and it's like, what's your spirit animal or something? You take the quiz and it takes you like 5 minutes, and then at the end, it's like, all right, give us your money for your results.
Sawyer?
Dude, have you guys seen the new
Aren't they
reels?
supposed to be about like one thing.
Jacob, all right.
Have you guys seen the new reels with the passwords? Hold up, can we? While we're on Instagram, have you
I
guys
knew,
been getting
just
the
nobody
reels?
uses them.
Dude, those reels are blowing up, dude. I guessed one right. I got a password right, dude.
You
It made
didn't
me feel
guess
so
it right. It
special.
said, what year is 5 years from now?
No, no, it wasn't that one. It was a different one.
I guess this thing where it told me what this thing was.
Yeah,
I
It-
did
it-
math.
it-
I did it.
yeah. I forget what it was. I
They're
can't.
not worth it. They're stupid.
Okay, do we want to tell the most interesting thing that happened to Sawyer this summer and Ian?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
And
Our-
Jacob.
And Jacob, and also kind of.
Bro, I've
David.
had way more interesting things today. I just
Oh my-
gotta plot it right. I just
Oh my
gotta tell my
God.
stories.
Put your
correctly,
dick away,
and
Jacob.
anything will
Put your
be
dick
more
away.
interesting.
Jacob, I know for a
I'm-
fact you
I'm-
were scrolling on reels all day.
I have no, I didn't.
I don't believe
I
you.
played Red Dead Redemption for 6 hours.
I gotta post
I'm
about my fucking.
preemptively sad for the time that you're gonna cut me off at the end of this podcast.
My name's
I'm trying to tell
Jacob,
very
and I
cool
posted about my
stories.
jaundice
Yeah.
on Instagram threads today.
tell a very cool story. I don't really like my old threads because I didn't like them. They're still on Twitter.
What we did is a couple weeks ago I wanted to go see the new Ballerina film, the new John Wick film. Spoiler alert, was not that good. It was actually pretty mid.
It's cool.
I mean the action was good. I didn't like the plot.
The movie that I watched with you the day before.
Okay, the day before, Jacob was there with me to watch a movie called The Phoenician Scheme by Wes Anderson, and I really enjoyed that one. And Jacob's pea brain wasn't able to understand basic math, so he just didn't get the movie.
I would enjoy it if they took off the stupid ass filter.
What filter?
The color grading is dumb.
No, it is
Why are you trying
not.
to make it so I can't see? What is it? What emotional? What
Why did Wes Anderson make his movie more colorful than every other movie ever?
It wasn't more colorful. It was just orange.
Oh boy. You know what? We're not talking about this movie. We're talking about the next day.
The movie where the movie.
Okay, something
so
that. Sorry, I'm going back on my word. Chance was also there with us when we watched the Phoenician Scheme, and it was like he was also struggling to understand it, and it was so funny because like he was like this in his seat for most of the movie, and then randomly out of nowhere he started sitting like this. Like he was for like an hour.
You had to think really hard.
Oh, and Alex Ewan was also there with us, and he was pissing me off so much during the movie because every single time there was a quiet bit during the movie, he would go to the buttons on his seat recliner and go, and it was, sorry, I just love my
Dude, you underestimate how difficult it is to also understand the movie. That's about girl walks into room, she shoots everybody, she leaves room, walks into another room, shoots everybody, and then leaves.
Ballerina is too easy to understand it. Like
no, that's really difficult. You need to understand her motive.
Her motive was that the man
these people
killed.
are bad
You know what?
guys, I'm gonna shoot him.
So we wanted to go see Ballerina. And I was like, okay, let's go to dinner. So before we went to see who is making noise, who is jiggling and jangling, we decided to go to Chili's, and it was me, Ian, it was the four of us plus Connor Brooks at dinner at Chili's, and this was like at 5 o'clock. No one gives a shit about what time it was. But we went to Chili's, we ate Chili's, and then after Chili's, David went home because he didn't want to watch the movie because he, like, I don't know, had to go post on Instagram threads or something. Mm-hmm. And so the four of us, Connor Brooks and the three of us, we went to Cinemark, my place of work, and we watched Ballerina. And we get out into the parking lot, and it's like 9:30 at this point. And I mean, Ian, do you want to give a little what happened? What you checked your phone because Connor went home. Connor went straight home, but Jacob, Ian, and I were in the parking lot talking about the movie, and Ian checked his phone. And what'd you see?
So we were outside. We were talking about how absolutely just terrible that movie was. Some of the worst piece of filmmaking we'd ever seen in our lives. And I'm like, I wonder what time it is. I should check my phone. It's been a while since I looked at this thing in my pocket. So I pulled it out. And there was a text from my girlfriend with a screenshot saying, the text from my girlfriend saying, "How could you do this to me?" And she attached a screenshot. And in the screenshot, it was a Snapchat conversation between my girlfriend and some random girl. What was her name? Does anyone remember her
Lindsay.
name? Some random girl named Lindsay. And this girl, Lindsay, had texted my girlfriend on Snapchat. Hey, I just went to Chili's and Cinemark to see the new Ballerina movie with your boyfriend. He had his hand on my thigh and was such a gentleman, and sent like some kissy emojis. And I was like, "Ooh, that's really strange.
That's bad." She knows
no women there.
She knows what restaurant we were at and what movie we were watching. But it gets worse, David. David has not heard this story. We didn't tell David what happened.
I was like, "Hold up, okay. I have my location on Snapchat." So they were just stalking me on there. It's okay. I don't know how they knew a movie we were gonna see. Lucky guess, I guess. I don't really remember where the story goes from here.
So for like the next hour, Jacob and I stuck with Ian because like the first mission objective was to convince Bailey that story was not true and that Ian was not cheating and that he was actually with us.
Word of the day: gullible.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Oh, Cole, Bailey gets a like extremely damning screenshot from this girl and is like, "Yeah, she's gullible." move
Ian's
on."
not a gentleman, though.
Okay, so I
Yes,
was thinking,
he is. I will defend Ian. Ian is a gentleman.
so I was sitting there and I was thinking,
Remember the story we were talking about before the podcast?
That was in the past. Ian may not have always been a gentleman.
I don't even remember that. I think I kind of do. Anyway, locking in here. I'm looking at this message on my phone and I'm thinking, God damn, I don't even blame her for thinking I cheated. That's some damning evidence.
I did, for the record. I 100% blamed her.
Oh, I was like, that's some damning
believe it.
evidence. So then I tried to get her to call me, but she wouldn't because she was like heartbroken or whatever. So then
She's playing Roblox.
I text her for a while and like trying to get her to call me, and we talk for a little while, and then I convince Sawyer, or I don't convince, I tell Sawyer, I demand that he add this Lindsay girl on Snapchat. We discover her account, and Sawyer adds her, and Sawyer sends her a message.
I discovered her account.
Jacob
Jacob-
credit where credit's due. Jacob was the one who found it.
Sawyer, do you remember what message you sent to this Lindsay girl?
So basically, at this point, like we basically had convinced Bailey that everything was good, but then we were.
But I finally convinced her to call me, and she still does not believe me at all. And it wasn't until Sawyer started chatting with Lindsay and Bailey could hear how confused we were at the responses Lindsay was giving, then she started to finally believe us. But in order for you to understand why she believed us, you need to start hearing what Lindsay said.
So yeah, we spent about an hour or so just chilling in the Cinemark lobby. We convinced Bailey. We like sent like the screenshots of like text messages to her, like, yeah, we were with him. But anyways,
I don't
I had
think
this-
I'm getting enough credit for the effort it took me to not further gaslight your girlfriend into believing whatever this lie was.
what? Wait, you're telling me,
Oh.
Jacob, that in your head you're like, man, I kind of want to like make this worse.
Why do you think I was so locked in for that hour?
You wanted to make it worse.
I didn't want to make it. Kind of. Yeah. A little bit.
So I added this Lindsay, and I was like, I think the first thing I said was like, how do you know what we've been doing all day? Like, how do you know? And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, were you with Ian at all today? And she was like, yeah, I was. I was like, all right, are you still with him?
Now we're deducing something here. We decide, okay, Bailey's on the phone with me right now. If we can catch this Lindsay girl in a lie that Bailey knows is not true, then we've got her good.
So we were like, all right, let's start asking her questions that like there's no way she would know the answer to, right? But we would. So I asked her. The first thing I said was, all right, what was Ian's order at Chili's? What do you have to eat? And she got it right. She knew his order.
But we're like, okay, that's a little strange, but not totally, because she said
To be
I got
fair,
a
his order
sandwich.
at every restaurant is
the same thing.
bacon cheeseburger.
She said I got a
with french
sandwich
fries.
with beef. She said a sandwich, not a burger, but it's kind of the same thing. She said a sandwich with like beef, lettuce, and bacon, and I was like,
She was right about you not having tomato on it.
that's exactly what
Oh,
I
yeah.
got.
That's really creepy.
And actually, no, I didn't get bacon on it because that was for some reason I chose not to get bacon that day. And anyways, but just
It was
sandwich with beef and
expensive.
lettuce. It was too expensive.
So I was
And
like,
she gets that right, and we're thinking, okay, what's the most basic answer, most basic order in all of America is that? So we're thinking there's got to be something.
we
else
got to
there.
ask some harder questions here. So I was like, all right, what food did Ian eat off of my plate? And she responded with bread, which was true.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't even know that.
Remember
Whoever
I
that
had
was
like
was
I had
sitting
like
at a. This creepy ass old man was staring at me in the Chili's, and I think it might have been him.
at dinner I had this like burnt ass garlic bread on my plate and gave it to Ian. So
And I tried it, and I was like, that is not good. And I took another bite and put it down.
So what happened after is like we were like, okay, so whoever this was, they must have been at Chili's. They must have been listening into us. They probably heard us talk about the movie we were going to see. That's how they knew we were watching Ballerina. I was like, okay, so let's start asking questions about the movie itself. So I was like, all right, what did Ian get from the concession stand at the movie theater?
No way in hell she's gonna get this right because unless she somehow speed ran over to get to the movie theater in time to catch our order, there's no way in hell. Sorry.
She got it right.
What was the order?
I
What?
know. Right.
It
She
was a
said,
deadlock. She got 4 out of 5 things right. She forgot the pretzel bites.
To be fair,
So-
but here's the thing though: the pretzel
She
bites
was
came
wrong.
later. So what probably happened is whoever this Lindsay is watched Ian get his icy, his popcorn, his Sour Patch Kids, and yeah, that was it. Water. But then
I'm gonna watch them get concessions and then I'm gonna dip out.
didn't watch
That's what
him
they said?
get the pretzel bites 5 minutes later. But more or less, she got the order right.
Yeah.
So then I was like, all right. Final question. Where in the theater were you sitting? And she said, I don't remember the number, but it was in the middle of row D, which was correct.
Dude,
I don't even remember that, to be fair.
So
dude, that's
whoever
nuts.
this was
That's
9.
nuts.
was at Chili's, was listening to our conversations, and then presumably, because we didn't even buy our tickets until we got there,
Mhm.
presumably followed us to Cinemark and potentially even into the theater with us.
That's creepy, bro.
That's very cool. You're incorrect.
Have we
I
like
was-
looked
I was
this
there.
person
I
up
get
on
to have-
Instagram?
The
So-
scary thing was the
It was a bot account.
the Snapchat account had like a snap score of 10, meaning it was brand new.
Mhm.
Lindsay is not a real person.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been a
a
dude.
17-year-old.
It could have been anybody.
It could have been literally anyone.
It could have been
and
It could have been Miss Kleppy.
It's
could have
so
been
weird.
Miss
It's such a weird situation because the only people I have to accuse are the people I was with, which is Connor, Jacob, and Sawyer.
We
So
called
I don't-
Connor because he was at
He
the movie
turned
with
off
us.
his snap maps for me, which is stupid.
Yeah, because you might have been you, Jacob. I don't know.
Oh, that's why I haven't seen you on SnapMap.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was
Dude, the
genuinely,
big guy gets stopped one time and he turns off his location to the world.
genuinely
Yeah, dude.
so
What are we
convinced
doing?
I was being stalked. I got home and locked every single window and slept with like my knife next to my bed. I was so freaked out.
Too bad I go with you 90% of the places you are and I have my location on. So, not really doing much there, bub.
Ugh,
That's still really creepy, dude.
Yeah,
That's
it's
nuts.
so weird.
I was tempted to like call you, David, and ask if it was you, but I was like, no way, David's asleep by now.
And David wouldn't know the Cinemark order or what row we were in.
I don't
Maybe
even
that's-
remember what
Chugging
time.
his way to Cinemark.
I think I just played MLB The Show,
Watch this.
probably.
Yeah, but we were at Cinemark for like we were at Cinemark like dealing with the situation the same amount of time we were actually in the theater watching the movie.
Yeah,
it was
we
longer.
actually were in Cinemark trying to deal with the situation for so long the employees kicked us out.
Yeah.
I will give you this. That was the most fun I've ever had this month at 12:37 at night. That was a
Yeah.
very good time.
You're welcome.
It was not that late.
It was
pretty
pretty.
late.
It was
It was
past
at 11:30.
Well, I'll be damned.
It was late though, but it was weird. I got Bailey to believe us though. I sent her like my was it credit card receipts or whatever, or my debit card receipts, showing her that I only bought one thing, and I sent her the receipt for my tickets. I only bought one ticket, and I don't remember what we caught Lindsay in, but we caught Lindsay in like a very small, tiny lie that made Bailey kind of believe us.
I don't know. I think it just had to do with the fact that she wouldn't show her face. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
tried
weird.
calling her.
Did-
I tried calling her on repeat, and
Why
I
did she
started.
not realize it was a bot though? Why didn't Bailey start texting the Snapchat account that she got added
because
to?
it was also weird. The second
Why did she add Lindsay? That's kind of
Second-
suspicious. You should interrogate your girlfriend.
she
Bruh.
That's
just,
kind of suspicious behavior.
You should trust her.
she just be
Yeah.
adding people. But the second that this Lindsay account saw that Bailey opened the message, the Lindsay account blocked her.
Yeah. I know. I tried calling the Lindsay account and like started sending voice notes like, "Answer me right now. Answer the phone."
And then I
You said
added,
what you look
Dude,
like.
You could like if you guys like were actually like super serious about it, you could have called like Chili's, gotten
He
who
did!
was
We
inside
tried
Chili's.
to. We tried to get security camera footage, but the server had just left. We tried to go back in.
and
Also-
they also,
Oh.
they also said
And
they
then
didn't
you-
have any cameras.
I
We
was
wanted to
saying
get a
bullshit.
testament from the server, is what it was, and I thought of that idea because I'm a genius.
And you could have like then also looked at the cameras walking into your theater for your show.
We also tried Cinemark cameras.
Cinemark doesn't have cameras allegedly.
They don't have cameras
What I've been
inside the
told.
theaters because they can't. It's not legal.
Well, we were in the concession stand place anyway.
You gotta wear a GoPro.
Who was looking us up and down there?
From now on, I'm always gonna wear a GoPro.
The thing is that like the Chili's workers were probably lying about not having cameras because like as like a worker, if someone says, "Do you have cameras?" you immediately know what the next question is going to be.
Yeah.
Can I see them?
I did fully explain my situation and then asked for cameras, but they still said no. Which I
I
don't
don't,
blame
I
them.
don't think they can
Probably
legally
respectfully,
let.
actually.
I don't think they can let you see them unless it's like a police matter.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And also, if I was a lazy ass Chili's employee, I would.
I need this.
Oh man.
It was a weird situation. There was one other thing I wanted to say. I don't remember though, so it's probably not important.
Remember the good fallout from that night and that dinner is that we started going to the gym. After we had planned this at the beginning of
dinner.
this year in the TBK episode.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you don't remember that? It just took me 7 months to set my alarms and gather the will to go wake his ass up.
That's
Because he
relatable.
still doesn't wake. I still knock on his window to wake him up.
it wakes me up every time. What? What are you laughing at?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna tell a story or something, but I just look stupid laughing.
I can tell a story. So Jacob, we planned this a while ago. Me and Jacob going to the gym super early in the morning. But at Chili's, I finally locked in and was like, Jacob, we need to do this. So then the next day we went to the gym. And it was funny because we stayed up super late dealing with this whole issue. So then the first day we went to the gym, we only had like 3 hours of sleep. And Jacob arrives at my house at 5. And I'm supposed to be up by then. But
Be up and ready and standing in your driveway with a backpack on, ready to go for the day. This just never happened.
through all of it's never happened. I slept straight through all of my alarms every single time, and Jacob has to knock on my window to wake me up.
This has been going 3 weeks, and I've only slept through my alarm one time.
And
I'm
then
very proud of
what
that.
did I do? What did I do?
What?
There was one time I called you, and then you came over, and I was kind of upset.
You were upset because, despite the fact that you have slept through your alarms at least 30 times, I slept through it one time.
I wasn't upset that you slept through. I was upset that you answered when I called you, and then came over to pick me up for the gym.
You were upset that he did. You were upset that he did exactly what you wanted him to do.
Yeah, I was
really upset that you picked me up and used your own gas money to drive me to the gym, and then I made you pay for gas money on this trip that we went. That I drove you around for also the entire week and 7 hours there and back.
I paid $80 in gas, Jacob. You paid like 20. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, I don't know.
You don't
That
know.
gas station almost scammed me up in Wisconsin. They charged $150 to my account, and then they deducted it after that.
Are we
Hey,
gonna
Jake,
talk about that, or are we gonna keep soft launching this trip?
No, we should go into grad parties now.
Hold on, I have one question.
David Ball, how
When
was
you
your
were-
grad party? You were there the whole time. Okay, fine.
We're-
Yeah, sorry.
Sorefield's
I
talk.
wanna-
When you were in Wisconsin, how did the traffic lights feel? Did they confuse you at all?
No, I'm
Like
a
the
good
sideways-
grad. We
the
weren't really
sideways?
around.
Oh, I saw.
Oh, I did notice that one time. One time next to a Quick Trip, I said, "Wow, we're not in Kansas anymore."
It's
And-
I don't know. I just know that the fun fact is that Wisconsin's the only state in the U.S. that has sideways traffic lights instead of up and down.
I thought it was also in
Most of them
California
were up and down. I don't know.
I'm sad to say I didn't notice that.
Oh, grad
David Ball, how
parties?
was your grad party?
It was actually pretty good. I got a lot of money, and it was a good time, and lots of people stayed for a while, and then we had a little campfire, and it was a grand old time. I also liked that mine was the only one that day, so like people weren't hopping around going to different parties.
David gave me a grad party gift.
It's right there. Did you open it?
Yeah, I did. It's empty now.
That's good.
It was
Yeah.
$20.
It was $20.
I
I
spent
gave
it
that
all on
dog that
weed.
everybody signed. I gave it a
Kidding.
tramp stamp, and I think it's very nice, very well written. I
Yeah.
like your grad party. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I think a lot of grad parties I really enjoyed. I went to a lot of grad parties, I should say, and I started to notice a difference between like a boy grad party and a girl grad party. Like
Boy grad party has beer and drugs, and there's
Boy
tables
grad-
being brought.
That's a man.
boy grad
Man.
party has like volleyball nets, like they had bags, they had more stuff to do. Girl parties, dude, Snoozers, bro. All they got. Let's take a picture. Hell no. Where's the volleyball net, bro?
I was about to make such
Take
a
it
bad
active.
joke. I was about to make such a bad joke. Dude, all the girl grad parties have are like. No, I don't want to do it.
Oh,
Girls, yo. I don't want girls. I want volleyball, dude.
I thought
Don't
this-
don't they understand that? But anyway, I was only invited to like 2 of those that I had to. Actually, I went to 4. I lied.
I was invited to a lot of grad parties that I actually just did not go to.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, my sister looked at my car today and saw. Sorry to any student council people watching this. All the student council grad parties are still in the back of my car, like unopened.
bro, why did your grandma try to set me up with your minor sister?
That
bro?
was
That's wild, bro.
hilarious.
You were there? I forgot about that.
My
right there.
my grandma and my mom were trying to set people up all night, except for me. They weren't trying to set me up with nobody. Thanks, guys.
Because you're not- because they don't want you getting anyone
denying
pregnant.
it.
You're right.
That's not what.
David, don't get
What are you
anyone
talking
pregnant when
about?
you go to college, please.
I won't,
Yeah,
bro.
That's gonna be a
Why?
real worry.
I'm still a virgin. So we
Wait,
haven't
Jacob, did
crossed
you just
that
say
path yet.
why?
Families are a great thing.
Why don't you want to get someone pregnant when you're in college, bro?
Tax
I don't-
write-off.
Why are you guys trying to stop the great miracle of childbirth? David is just
Okay.
doing his part to bring new life into the world.
No, I'm not, dude. I haven't done it once.
Yes, he is. He is. He's planning on it.
unless you count boy on boy.
Wha-
I'm kidding.
Can I get my
Send
hand?
it to Iowa State right now. Send it to Iowa State admissions.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're gonna cut me off.
Yeah, they don't.
The
they don't.
Yeah,
the
like,
$2,000 unsubsidized government loan I got. they're gonna get rid of that. The only money they're
Never
giving me.
mind, he's
Oh,
gay.
he's a
Take it
homosexual.
away.
No, they might give me money. Hold up.
Yeah, they might
That's
give you
what I'm saying.
more.
I said that's
they-
a full
there you
ride.
go.
They're gonna give you more money if they find out you're a homosexual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, David, you got money?
No. I got an unsubsidized loan, which basically means it makes a lot of interest, which is bad.
He got forced debt, is what he got.
I literally got forced debt. That's the
Why
only
did you-
thing they gave me.
Why'd you accept it?
Because it's money
The only
that I don't have.
the only money I got was $500 a semester because of my high school GPA.
What's your GPA?
It was like a 3.8 in the end. And the scholarship was
Yeah.
for like anyone with a 3.5 or.
Yeah, see, Iowa State doesn't start giving you money for your GPA unless you have like a 3.85 or above.
Oh.
And even then, there's like, they don't give any money. So, Iowa State doesn't really give out a ton of money for like,
I'm pretty
that
sure
stuff.
Miss Shands, because I had criminology fourth quarter senior year, I'm pretty sure she rounded, like, she brought up my grade on the final when she put it into campus just so I would still have an A.
shout out.
Because, like, the score she put in on campus, I was like, that is definitely not what I ended up with. But I'm not complaining.
Why is the hard part? What was the hard part about filling out scholarships? Finding where to fill out the scholarship and not actually filling
Dude,
it out.
I
Every
filled
time I
out
would
like,
go to one, it would be a link that says, "All right, this is a blank text page. Email this person whose email is no longer open, and they'll send you a link to fill out this thing and write an essay as to why you should be able to fill out this paper, and then maybe you could not make money." And I said, "What?"
I
Because
got
you're
I
destined to
filled out
fail.
like 7 scholarships and I didn't get anything. Like not even like like there's like usually like an A, B, and C tier of scholarships. So I didn't get anything from anyone.
You know what that
That's the
means?
I even
Generational debt.
I even filled out a scholarship form for a friend, and they didn't get the money. Like nothing I filled out did anything. I was like, dang.
I think
that
that's a sign that you
sucks.
should, like, give up on all your dreams.
I should, and I'm in a 5-year program too, which means that I'm gonna get debt for 1 more year.
Yes. Dude,
One last year.
I
One
had a-
last year.
I had a funny like moment with Connor Brooks on the phone the other day because we're both going to Iowa, and he like hit me with a reality check because like I'm in a intro to film studies class my first semester, and
Mhm.
on the schedule 7 p.m. every Monday till 10 p.m. on my schedule we have to meet to like watch a movie, and then like the rest of the week is spent discussing that movie. And I like was on the phone telling him about this, and I said, "Wow, you know, I gotta watch a movie for a class, dude. Free movie every week." And Connor was like, "Actually, it's the most expensive movie you could ever possibly watch every week because you're paying $10,000
Yeah. Yeah, I start my Mondays drawing for 3 hours at 9:55 a.m. So I don't have to wake up till 9, and then I just have to draw for 3 hours. Easy, bro. That's easy. And then I got physics the next day. Kill me, bro.
I don't have any classes Friday for my first semester, so I have a 3-day weekend.
I scheduled my classes so that I have classes like starting at 9, then I have like a 3 to 4 hour off, and then I have a class at 3 every day.
That's all. What are you gonna do in that time? You gonna go hit the gym?
I probably like touch myself. I'm
What?
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Can we send this to his future roommate? Can we send this to his roommate, please?
Did my roommate? You try to contact my roommate, bro. I haven't. This guy. I'm not gonna meet this guy until the day of.
I'll find him. Wait. Okay. Hold on. Wait.
Bro, wait.
See,
Tony,
not-
why were you so fed up about your roommate texting you so much? You're like, why is this guy trying to get to know me?
No, I was
So
not
much.
fed up about him texting me so much. I was fed up about the fact that he texted me a question and didn't even give me a full half hour to answer.
I mean, it wasn't that deep of a question that you need a full half hour. To
No,
be
no,
fair.
because he sent me a question and then without even letting me respond, he was like, never mind, whatever.
Dude, that's the best way to text.
Bro,
That's why I'm so successful in my
I was
endeavors.
not complaining. I was just having a little giggle about it. Like, oh, that's kind of funny. But David, does your roommate
Post on
not?
your story, you said, fuck this guy.
I did not post anything on my story. David, did your roommate not even have like an email listed on his like profile?
No, he does, but it's a school email. And who the fuck checks their school email over
Like
the summer?
his high school email.
No, he's a sophomore. He's a year older. He's like a grade above me.
And he doesn't have any. Did he have his phone number listed at all?
No,
Does he have a phone?
maybe.
Maybe.
But I'm like, my mom's like,
Maybe.
well, you should email him, and I'm like, okay, who in their right mind is checking their school email in the middle of July?
Did you email him?
No, I didn't.
Wait.
I'm
So
just-
why are you even email him?
But there's such a like.
Just say
There's
what? Who
no.
cares?
There's no point, bro.
But like,
What's the point of not making a first impression in person?
well, like
I
if
just-
if
Why
if,
you wanna- I don't understand why you would know these people before you move in with them.
if he
Like
well,
none of my suite mates have any social media that I could find
I don't know.
on like Snapchat or Instagram.
The only
Like these guys are like off the grid.
I
kinda
feel like
scares
if
me.
his only contact information listed is his email, then he probably does check it. Meaning it's probably worth at least sending something.
Well, that's the only thing I got from everyone in my suite. Is just their emails. That's just what Iowa State gave me. They gave me a little like thing.
In regards to what you said, Jake, about wanting to get to know your roommate, I mean, I do want to like meet my roommate in person before actually like really getting to know him, because like the only messages that I've sent him are like regarding the dorm. Like I asked him like what his sleep schedule looks like. I was like, what time do you think you're gonna go to bed? And
That
stuff
would
like
no.
that.
The dream roommate would be you're like the opposite sleep schedule of you.
Not really, if you're the one that goes to bed
Why?
first. Because if you're the one that goes to bed
Well,
first and then your roommate's
First
over
and
there in the
second
corner-
don't really matter. Don't are irrelevant. If it's never mind. I'm not cooking with this one.
Yeah. I had something, dude. Want to know what I'm gonna do when I go to college, guys? You want to know the big idea, the big plan,
What's that?
dude? I'm gonna basically what's gonna happen is my father's gonna be running a bakery, and his bakery's gonna be like struggling financially, and in order to save it, I'm gonna host the biggest, best talent show that Iowa City has ever seen.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's what I'm gonna do. Serious
I don't
though. Okay, it's like a Disney thing. Anyways, I want to host a talent show. I want to like make that a YouTube video. Like I hosted a talent show in college. I want to host a talent show just for fun. That's what I want to do.
What's your talent?
I would be a judge. I'm the one hosting it. My talent is putting together a talent
Yeah.
show and filming it.
How's the? I'm not cooking with these thoughts anymore. I got.
You're really.
Yeah,
Dude,
We hit the hour, didn't we?
no, I don't know.
Shut
Maybe.
the hell up, David. Let's keep going.
Bro, I got bedtime, dude.
Dude, you
Where
got,
did we go
no,
last-
but hear me out. Hear me out. Would it not be cool to host a big old talent show just in the middle of the University of Iowa?
I feel like everybody's talent is the same. It's singing.
Don't
doing
y'all
something
pee on that
stupid with their
rock.
Body. are doing magic.
What did David just
I
say?
feel like
Isn't
talent
there?
shows
Isn't there?
aren't that interesting.
Hold up, shush. Isn't there a rock that y'all pee on? I
don't
hear that
know.
right. And all the
Oh
tours,
yeah, there is.
they all touch it, and they just moved it though. They moved it to a new spot.
I
I
don't
want to
know.
touch the piss rock.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the brain rock.
No
Looks
one.
like a brain.
Well, I've seen the brain rock. I didn't know that was also the piss rock.
Yeah, people pee on that, dude. You
It's
didn't
in
know-
the
you didn't-
Kidneys.
It's in the middle of like a massive, like open area. Like,
Go at night.
Dude, I have
wait,
sources. Hold up, let me
wait,
pull-
is
Face
that
the
why?
rock.
Wait, when I was on my tour at orientation, the
Mhm.
lady, the girl, her name was like Jenny. The girl leading our orientation group when she was like just showing us around campus. We were walking past the brain rock, and like one kid in our group like went over to like look at it, and she just went, "Don't touch that."
yeah. Now
I'll
you
give
know
you
why.
$3 if you lick it.
Dude, I thought it was just like a tradition, like a rule, like, oh, you don't touch that rock, it's like sacred or something. Now I think I understand why she didn't want to touch
No,
it.
That's
people-
so sacred.
Yeah, people pee on it, dude.
Why? Why did they do that?
Why do you think I'm
That's
not
why
going to
you can't
Iowa,
touch the
dude?
urinal.
Is
It's
Iowa
sacred.
are Iowa students just that bored when they're just sitting in their dorm and they're like, yo, you know what would be fun to do right now?
We'll go
Piss
pee
on
on
a
the rock.
Yeah. They do it like every
Yeah.
night. Like every night. After they're done with all their homework,
Hey,
they're like, oh,
you
what should
know,
we do?
You know, sometimes you're on that schedule. You know, you always go potty at the same time of the day. That's just
Okay.
how it works.
So we found the piss rock, but where's the cum rock?
It's the same thing, dude. It's just the
No.
other side.
Dude, I just thinking back now to Jenny, like she said it with such conviction, like she was like talking calmly, like, yeah, so anyway, don't touch that. Don't touch that rock. I get it now.
I understand.
Oh my goodness. No, but like one thing I do want to do when I go to college is like I want to spend more time like making videos for me because like my parents asked me like, are you gonna want to join the student government at Iowa because you were on student council in high school? No. I do not want to be the orientation group leaders that go, be aggressive, be aggressive. Like, bro, it's too much at 8 in the
Dude,
morning, please.
Yeah, dude. It sucks.
Dude, I mean, I already wanted to like put a gun to my head every time on student council when I had to go like GOODMORNING, good morning. Hey, good morning. Every time we had visitors. Oh my god, that was the worst. I want to spend more time making videos just like for me. Like I don't know. I think it's kind of obvious, but like I really liked watching Anthpo's videos back when he was in college, and like I
Mhm.
like the idea of doing stuff kind of like that. I also want to make more like skit type videos, which hopefully I meet people in college that like are actually willing to do stuff like that.
You can make reels.
Right? No.
Oh, dude, I'll drive an hour out to go make a reel with you. That'd be so cool.
Like I was being dead ass when I said the thing about like the talent show though. Like that's just like an idea, like a working thought. Like, oh, that'd be kind of funny for a video. Like just like putting together like a talent show for the shits and giggles. Because I feel like if college students are bored enough to go pee on a rock for fun, if I just hang up posters around campus saying talent show this day, come here, I feel like there would be people who would do it, who would just show up. Maybe not that many that would participate, but there would be
If you were tasked with having a talent, what would your talent be? Because I'm really at a loss at who goes to talent shows,
What?
how they're entertaining.
What do you mean? We have one at the high school, and I went to it every year, and it was great.
It's
Yeah,
ooh.
and nobody goes to it. except
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
people who have to
say,
go to it.
was it really that great?
I
Um,
enjoyed it. I enjoyed the talent show. I think that if it was in college, I think
We need- More talent.
we're not going to have very much more. We're not going to have much more talent because student council got cut in half on that size.
Wait, how?
At Menlo High
No,
School.
just like it's because no one ran, dude.
Well, yeah,
Nobody
there's like
cared.
like probably like a third of the people that were on student council did not run again.
Yeah, they just like decided to
Wait,
call it quits.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Ooh.
class is it that's like tiny now? Which class only
It's
has, like,
that going to be the junior class last year, the sophomores.
So last year's sophomores, next year's juniors have like 6 people on student council.
Yeah. Yeah, they have
That-
no one.
Is hilarious. It's all because all the seniors left, especially me.
It's because we were the spirit. We were the fire of student
It's
council.
because Corbin DeDecker wasn't allowed back on.
That is
And
true.
everyone's rioting, dude.
Dude, what other funny videos
What's
ideas?
Corbin doing next year? Where can I find him to
Iowa.
borrow?
Iowa.
Iowa.
He's rooming with Connor
I'm gonna
Brooks.
find that man.
I'm golfing with him Friday. If y'all have any questions, I can ask him.
Bro, why do you keep enveloping people into this golf hobby?
Keeps talking.
How?
What do you mean,
How have
dude?
you mutated all these people?
Yeah,
into wanting to
dude.
go golf?
Hey, any of y'all want to go golfing? I got
Hell,
clubs.
Hell
No.
I got clubs for you.
I'm
For
okay,
free.
David.
Come on, guys. It's
Dude,
fun. It's fun. You're gonna
Why
have
don't you want
really...
to go to the gym with us, dude? That's way cooler than golfing.
Dude, would you rather lift a weight or pipe a tiny golf ball 300 fucking yards?
I'd rather
Come-
pipe.
You tell me. Thank you. You tell me.
Dude,
You
Pipe,
tell me.
David.
tiny
Tell
weight
me.
or tiny golf ball or big weight? I
Oh,
would rather move the big
all
weight.
right. Tiny
I'd
weight
much
or
more
big
than
stick hitting
because
the
you
tiny
asked.
golf ball, dude.
Would you rather get hit with 10,000 bouncy balls or one bowler ball?
David, what is your catchphrase, Matt?
Obviously,
What is-
bouncy
what is-
ball. Bouncy ball hurts way less than bowler ball. Dude, another video I want to make in college. I think I said I wanted to do this at some point senior year, but I never did. Like a video that's just like interviewing people, but like asking them like just like the worst. You guys know Matan? You know the kid at the Game Awards who like went up on stage after Elden Ring won, and then like,
Oh, I love his
about-
podcast. Is great.
Yeah, like doing
The
stuff like
table
that,
is leaving.
but to like just random people at college.
Hey, what music are you
Dude,
listening
he's younger
to?
than us, which made me mad. Maybe not you, but he's legit. I think he's still 17, which makes me mad.
I think he's like 19
He's
now.
so successful. No, he's younger than us.
Well,
He's younger than me. He's born in 2007, I can tell you that.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Unk.
I am Unk.
What else happened this summer? We gotta if we want to keep going.
Wait, let me check my calendar.
Check your.
Dude, we graduated.
We already talked about that.
Ah, shit.
Wait, we graduated?
Wait a minute, we're graduated from high school? Oh my god.
Remember at Nova Solis' party where someone who may or may have not been on this podcast put firecrackers into the fire when they were making the fire, and also poured gasoline mixed with beer into the fire to start it? What kind of genius invention did somebody who went on this podcast do?
That was you.
What a
No.
good way. That was not me. I watched him and I gave him tips, but I did not tell him to put firecrackers in there.
If it's not Noah Solis, then there's only one other person that it could be, so I'm assuming I know who it is.
No, you just didn't see him there. It was not Melioliok.
Ah, okay. Okay, fam. I got so mad at that party. There was a party at No Solis' house, and I was like, I wasn't the first. Like Jacob, you were there before me, but I was one of the first people there. And so when I got there, I was like, oh, where should I put my car? And Bentley like beckoned me. He was like, come up this hill. So I drove my car up this like grassy hill into like the yard, and he's like, all right, just put your car right there. But then every single other person that showed up to that party did not do that, and so they all just parked it at the bottom of the hill, like still in the gravel. So my car was just blocked in the whole party, meaning if I wanted to leave, I couldn't have.
Is that why you came up to me like 7 different times and said, all right, I'm heading out. We're leaving. Goodbye. And then you didn't leave until the 8th time, and it was half an hour after you said bye.
Yeah, that, and also I was just like really indecisive about wanting to leave. Like I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I do or not.
It didn't get cool until the last wave.
I did get
I
mad
was-
low-key when at the end of the party, like I'd already been in the pool once before earlier, but like there was a bunch of people in the pool and they were like, sorry, you should get in, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna head out. And I went to my car, and I was sitting in my car, and I was like, you know what? Nah. So I put my swim trunks back on, ran back over to the pool, and was like, hey guys, I'm back. And right as I got back, everybody got out.
I mean, respectfully, there was like, it was waning for a while. There was 3 hours of pool. It's pretty cool. Dude, the pool was crazy because half the people who showed up didn't know it was a pool party. Or didn't, well, they probably did, but they didn't know that they were going to get in the pool. And so they just jumped in their underwear into the pool, and I said, whoa, that's kind of crazy work.
One
And
girl
they
at
called me gay. They called me gay for calling them out for being in their underwear, which is insane.
One girl weirded me the hell out after she got out of the pool, though, because I went over to get my towel after my second time getting out of the pool, and I grabbed my towel, and my towel was wet. And it was like, okay, somebody used my towel. What the flip?
Oh, Rylan was snuggling up in my towel, and I said, hey, bud, What are we doing here? Give me that.
I like held up my towel and was like, "Did somebody use my towel?" And this girl looked at me and was like, "I used your towel. I got it all wet for you." Ew.
Oh no, my lobster is too buttery. My steak is
Oh no, my steak is cooked too perfectly. I did not fuck with that though. I was like, "Oh, ew, why would you do that?"
She wanted you, bro. She wanted.
No, she did not.
Dude, the pool was so cool.
I think she was.
Why
just
didn't you
drunk
attempt a front flip?
because
Dude, who was there? Who was the really big guy who could barely do a front flip and he like landed on his
Caleb.
back like 8
Caleb
times?
Alfaro.
Caleb Alfaro?
how does Ian know that he wasn't there?
Because I told him. I just forgot. Why didn't you show up, Ian? You thought it was lame? Because I didn't text you.
I was hanging
I
out.
didn't text you because I was having fun.
I was hanging out with Bailey.
I was a monster, dude. I successfully beat a girl who's definitely 40 pounds lighter than me in a chicken fight, and I'm so proud of that.
Maybe
That
it
was
would,
pure skill. Pure skill.
maybe it would have been fun to go, but I don't know. I'll go to all of David and Sawyer's college parties.
David, I hate
Oh,
you for
yeah.
what you just
True.
sent me on Instagram.
Why is
Which
it not
one?
real?
Which one?
it's
Oh
just an article. It's just like a news report about Superman the movie, and he says there was a little kid today at the theater, maybe 6 or 7. He jumped on it. It's like a totally normal article. It just happens to say that. Oh, speaking of Superman, the 2 people in the movie theater having the sex. Hold on.
I want to know about
Dude,
that.
Can we save this?
Why
for
were
next
you so
time?
mad about that?
I was not
Is it
mad
just
about
because
that.
you're like, oh my god, now I know what I'm sticking my fingers into when I bare claw these seats? Why don't you
No.
wear gloves? You're
All
a
right,
weirdo.
David, this can be the last story, and we can save some more for next
No, it
episode.
can't.
Yeah,
He
it
can
can't.
go to sleep and turn his lights off and just leave his camera on. and
What
take
is
his
that?
headphones
Oh
off,
my
and
god,
we
he's got a
can keep
bomb.
talking.
Oh no, that's a
We
toothbrush.
can
Never
have.
mind.
He can check out. We'll be fine.
So, a few I was on Friday, so a few days ago. I was at the Cineplace, Cinework, and this lady comes out of theater 17, and she's like in tears, like she's teared up about this. She's like, "Hey, there's this couple in the top row, and I think they're trying to have sex, but I don't know." And I'm like, okay, interesting. So I go into the theater, I look up, and I see who she's talking about, and there's this couple, and they're just like they have like one big blanket that's covering both of them. And I'm like, it kind of just looks like they're sitting there. I'm just gonna let it be for now. So I leave, and then a little bit later, the lady comes back out again and starts talking with someone else, and then I go over and like see what's going on, and she's like, "Yeah, they're definitely doing something under that blanket. Like I saw her like grab him under the blanket, and then he like touched her, and I'm like, okay." So I go back in again this time with
You're all
my
coincidences.
my
out there.
managers, and we go and we actually go up the stairs to like inspect. We like go and inspect them.
To go peep.
No,
To go.
we go up, and it's like, I'm gonna be honest, they were totally just cuddling under that blanket. They were not doing anything weird at all. But this lady's just like, they've got to be doing something. They've got to be doing something under there. There's no way. It's like, it was like the most crowded theater ever. There was like little kids running around. I'm like, yeah, no way anyone's trying that in here.
Dude, Lex Luthor got me acting up too, bro. Come on.
I did see one time though, I walked into Lilo and Stitch, and there was this like grown ass couple, and like the girl was just straight up straddling the dude in his seat during the movie. During Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
There's like little 5-year-olds like 4 seats down, and the girl's just like sitting in his lap, like. What a place to work. A lot of people.
Player hit the game.
I did see that one couple making out in the middle of Paddington in Peru. Like I walked into the theater checking it, and like they were up in the top row, like if Paddington's on screen. But they were the only 2 in the theater, so I didn't care. I just left.
I can't tell. Like I don't know if these people you're describing are like 40 or teenagers.
or a mix of both.
The 2 in Paddington were teenagers. The 2 in Lilo and Stitch were maybe like 25, and the couple in Superman that was having sex was like 30. But they were just like cuddling under a blanket, so it's like, Like she saw the girl move under the blanket and was like, "She must be touching his dick. She must be."
Broken that shit.
She's just like eating her popcorn and she's like,
This should be me.
He was just jealous.
This is the best podcast in the country, I think.
I really
Do
think
we
so.
have to talk about our lake trip before we forget about it, Ian? Let's go day by day.
Day by day,
What the
we
hell
gotta
did we
say,
do
we
the
gotta.
first day?
We're most likely
We
gonna
do.
film another one of these in like 2 days or something. Can we?
Are we gonna
No,
save
we
it
need
for
to
next
spiral our
episode, or are we gonna talk about it now?
No, we go right now. It's so entertaining and fresh in the mind.
Wait. Sawyer, what are we at in this episode?
We're at like an hour and like.
We owe them
20 minutes.
so much, bro. We've been gone for 2 months.
No, we
Let me
don't.
get a vote. Let me get a vote. Should me and Jacob tell a lake story today or next episode?
We might as well now.
Ready
You've
to
been
go?
you've been dragging it in too long.
Yeah.
You have to now.
What are you gonna cut them off?
All right,
What do you mean cut them off now?
we'll do it.
Last
Jacob.
Day
story.
0.
Jacob, you take
Day
it.
0.
Start.
We're supposed to go to Walmart. This is like 2 days before it, I think. Maybe 1 day before it. We
Sorry,
said
David.
we're gonna go to Walmart to get camping supplies, and then the whole week before the trip, we're like, all right, we gotta go to Walmart. We gotta get a cot. I have a tent. We need to get. Is that like what I mentioned? We need to get. We need to get
Build this
food.
thing.
We want to get beef. We want to get these fire color things that we want to put the fire that we never used. And we go to Walmart at least 7 times, and we say, "Not today, not today. That's
Make
too
it
much
work.
work."
You're the one.
I
who
say
needed
I don't want to
time.
spend any money today. So finally, the night afternoon before we depart, I take him to the gym and I say, okay, once you're off work, call me. We're going to Walmart. We're going to buy some beef. And then I go to sleep at 8 in the morning and wake up to Ian, I think, in my room standing over me. I say, how the hell did you get in here? And he's like, your mom let me in. She said, we're going to Walmart. We're buying the food. And then we go to Walmart. You take it from here, Ian. What did we buy? I forgot.
I don't know if this story needs this much of an in-depth description, but what did we do? We went to Walmart. We got a whole bunch of snacks, and we bought all sorts of stuff. Stuff to grill. We bought this grill we could put over a fire. You might have seen it on our story. But a grill you could put over a fire, and then we were gonna buy beef. But we were like, we should buy that the morning we leave. So we do that. The next morning after we bought all our snacks and all our basic camping cooking stuff, we come back and we buy meat and we put them in the cooler Jacob has, and we begin the 7-hour drive up there. Now, Jacob was most hyped for the road trip out of anything, so I let him kind of do whatever he wanted. So we stopped at Hot Dog Avenue.
Hot Dog Avenue of Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin.
It was
Very sick.
It was okay.
Very mediocre.
It was very, very mediocre. I did my first time ever being in Wisconsin Dells, so that was cool. But we were gonna stop at some killer's house, but I was like trying to hurry him along because we were running late to set up our campground. So we don't stop anywhere else till we get there. When we get to the campsite, we meet this wonderful gypsy woman, and she tells us where our campsite is, and we pay, and we set up our tent. And we actually did a really good. Actually, that's a lie.
We did a fantastic job setting up the tent. We put all the poles together. We put up the tent, and it's exactly the dimensions it's supposed to be on the top. There's no slack holding the whole walls of the side of the tent in, and we clipped the rain cover on very, very thoroughly. And then we leave and go to the
We
place.
half-assed the shit out of building this tent. We've been in the car for 7 hours. When we get there, we're like, this probably goes here. We didn't really fully pay attention to what we were doing. And the tent was missing like a fourth of its room just because the walls were caving in so much. But we're like, I'm sure we'll fix that by day 4. So then we get in a car and we drive, and Jacob meets my family, and nothing really happens. We go back and we sleep in the most cramped tent ever because the walls were caving in. The next morning, Jacob finally realizes his mistake and fixes it. So that
I
was
look
pretty
up in the ceiling and I say, hold on. there's a few extra poles we have. Some of these poles are longer and some of these poles are shorter. And I say, well, what if I put the longer pole here and the shorter pole on the end where we don't need as much space? And I say, oh my god, that just extended the top of this tent by like twofold. And now we have an actual tent that actually has space enough for, allegedly, that's a 6-person tent, I was told. That is a 2-person tent. We put 2 big-ass cots down the middle of it, and there's no wall. It's straight up just, basically, it's like a king-sized mattress, but it would be really uncomfortable to sleep in the middle. And there's a bunch of Reese's Pieces wrappers on the top, hanging over us, looming over us while we sleep.
We bought
Not Reese's Pieces.
We bought
Reese's cups.
Reese's to put on s'mores, but we only made s'mores once, and we just ate the Reese's throughout our whole trip.
Don't say Reese's. It's Reese's.
We ate the Reese's.
Thank you.
Not much else happens. We tube, and Jacob skis actually really well. His like 5th attempt, he gets up and skis around the lake.
You've been going up to this cabin for like 16 years of your life. Every year you've been offered the option to water ski, and you've never once successfully done it. You've only tried like twice.
Yeah,
out of 16 years, and I did it like 4 times, and I successfully made a lap.
Well, I got peer pressured into doing it. I wasn't really feeling it out there.
I got way more peer pressured into it.
I know.
I said, I'm gonna sit on this nice dock. This bench is so warm. I'm so cozy here. And your mom says, hey Jacob, well, get your ass over here. We're skiing. And I say, all right. Well, you're paying for everything. I'll ski.
I never wanted it. My heart was never in the ski. So not much else happens until Wednesday when it's gonna rain, and we're thinking, well, we have a rain cover on our tent, so we'll be chilling. It doesn't really matter.
We go out to the lake that day. Nobody else goes out to the lake that day. Or tell them about the fishing fellas.
There's not much to say about that.
They went fishing for like 7 hours straight.
Oh,
Dude, like what your brother-in-laws and your cousins, they went out fishing at like 5:30 in the morning, and they were out there for 7 hours, and they caught like 2 fish allegedly.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
I don't
But
think
we go. Oh, first day we go down the lake. I impress Ian's whole family by doing a front flip off of this dock, and then I swim out to the trampoline on the lake, and I do a backflip, and then they like me for the whole rest of the trip.
I was genuinely so
and
pissed.
nobody has a mediocre opinion of me.
Jacob was like aura farming the second we get to the lake and starts doing flips and shit. I was like, fuck you, Jacob.
And I didn't do anything cool for the rest of the 6 days.
He's making me look so mediocre next to him. Anyways, it's raining. It's raining. We get back to our campground, and we get there, and we're like, the rain cover's half of it's missing, because it turns out you're supposed to clip the rain cover to the bottom of the tent. We didn't do that, so the wind blew it over the tent, and rain.
Coincidentally, we show up to this camp and we say, whoa, this rain cover blew over half our tent. Whose half of the tent did it blow over? I open up my tent, look at my cot, and look at everything in the tent that I bought, and I say, whoa, I'm so glad all the stuff that's wet in this tent is Ian's, and I can still sleep here. But I open up the tent, and this cot, and this sleeping bag, my sleeping bag that you're sleeping in, is soaked in like 3 inches of water, which coincidentally is just enough to make me not want to sleep in it. But
me and Jacob
it
considered.
is 9 o'clock at night. We're dark in the middle of the woods in a tent, and we say, whoa, our only sleeping position is flooded. What do we do?
Me and Jacob slightly for a good 20 minutes considered cuddling in his cot and his sleeping bag and just cuddling throughout the night. But then we decided that maybe we could go back to the resort, because I don't think we ever fully explained that. There was not enough room for me and Jacob because we're so massive and our muscles from going to the gym. There's not enough room for us at the resort, so me and Jacob had to camp at this campsite like 5 minutes away, and that's why we were there. So then we decide, if we go back to the resort, maybe my grandma will let us sleep on her couch, and that's what we did.
Your grandma was not awake, and we broke into her cabin and slept on her furniture while very wet from the rain. But I notice, I say, whoa, we're like 40 minutes into scrolling Instagram reels on your grandma's couch after we realize that we can't sleep in the tent. And I say, hold on, I still have my contacts in. It's not like I grabbed everything from that tent except for my glasses and contacts. And I go up to Ian and I say, I know you're going to bed right now. Would you so happen to trust me with your keys to go drive back to this tent in the dark? I don't know the path to this tent at all. I don't know. We're on day 3 or 4 now. I don't know the directions from our campsite to this resort at all.
Every
At
single
all.
day.
We go there every single day, at least 4 trips there and back. I have no clue the directions. In the middle of the night, I say, can I drive there alone? With my contacts out. No, I had my contacts in. I could see. It's pitch black on these roads. You can't see anything through the tree line. And I depart this beautiful resort, lake resort. I'm driving out, listening to the most aesthetic music. I don't understand what my playlist was on, but all the drives we make this night, pitch dark, rain-covered forest, it was on the most banger soundtrack I've ever heard. It was in my prime Brazilian jazz, funky aesthetic music, and I drive there and I say, please let this be a left turn right now, please. And then I get 4 inches further and I say, please let this be a right turn right now, please. And I make the right turn and I make it to this campsite impeccably. I make it without a single doubt in my mind. And this is about the 16th time that we've driven past this campsite contemplating whether we should sleep together in the same cot. And something we find out is that this gypsy lady who owns the campsites, she gets like a ping on her phone every time anybody drives through the sensor. So I'm waking up this lady all night. She's staring out the window at me, pitch dark. I go into the tent. Not, you asked me the following morning, you said, was it scary out there in the woods alone? I say, no, I had a mission. I was a man with a mission. I scavenged this campsite tent, for anything I can grab. I grab all the valuables. I say to myself, we're not sleeping here again. We got 3 more nights. That couch I was just sitting on is so comfy. We're going to make your grandma pay for us to sleep in this resort for 3 whole nights. And then I drive back also impeccably, and I hit the hay.
You're like building yourself up so much. I drove myself back impeccably, by the way. Impeccably. Not mediocre. It was impeccable.
Yes. What did we do the next day? I forgot. It was kind of raining. Oh, we going to town the next day?
Yeah, we didn't really do much.
Still kind of raining the next day.
Just one more story.
Convenient for a trip where you're supposed to... Which is convenient for a trip you're supposed to be outside for 90% of. What is this town like? And why can't you pronounce the name of it, even though you've been there every day?
It's Managua. The town it's called Managua.
I said Managua, and you said no. You said, dude, I said, I love this town. This town is called Managua. It's so cool. And he says, no, it's Manukakwa. And I say, what the hell are you talking about? I've heard of this place. It's not pronounced that.
Flip that. Jacob had it totally wrong. He said it wrong, and then I corrected him.
No, you said it in some French way, and I said it in the English way that we colonized it into.
It's called Managua, and whatever. It's kind of cool. There's a nice little downtown area, and we go shopping, and we buy things. We spend our hard-earned money on stupid shit.
He spends 40 minutes looking at a rack of earrings to buy his girlfriend and doesn't buy her any.
They'll suck. They'll suck.
Alright, we were in this weird-ass attic, and it was full of like old promotional...
Oh my god.
You've been in the Managua attic?
Are taking
I love that
forever.
Still going, dude.
We're halfway through the trip, bro.
No one's
We're
listening.
already halfway.
I know.
There's a giant grizzly bear taxidermy in this place.
Dude, you're like, okay, we got one last story. We got one last story. It's a good one, I promise. And you're like, so, yeah, we were at the campsite. Nothing happened, but then it rained, and there was like water on the ground, and then like nothing happened again. We slept in a grandma's house, and then I drove in the dark.
I never said it was good.
And then
we wanted to skip this.
And then we went into town. What was the name of the town? I don't remember the name of the town. And
I very specifically wanted to skip this story.
Oh, what
I
else?
buy this cool ass $70 beer poster with my hard-earned $10 bills in my wallet. I've been
And
saving
then I
up for
grabbed some
months.
lunch at the nearest deli. It was a sandwich. It was a good sandwich.
Dude, tell them about Subway.
What did
Okay,
you really?
this one's actually kind of funny. On the way up there, we stop at the Subway. And it's funny because this is actually kind of a good story, but no one's here to listen to it because all the viewer retention's gone down. But
I was
we're at
telling
the
a very uninteresting story in a very interesting way, you asshole.
no, that was a good storytelling, Jacob. I'm proud of you. We're at the Subway, and Jacob's taking his order, and I haven't been to Subway. I have no idea what I want, so I'm looking around, and I'm like, "Ooh, they have sodas here." So I take a soda out of the fridge, and Jacob's still taking his order, and I'm looking around, and I drop the soda on the floor, and I look at the little worker, and he hasn't seen me drop it. I'm like, he won't notice.
A
if I just
little
swap it."
worker? Did you just height shame him?
So
I can't confirm he was kind of little.
I'm thinking,
Not like strikingly, but
I'm thinking to myself, he won't notice if I just swap this out really quick. So I bend down, I pick it up, and I swap it out. And I look back over, and he looks at me, and he goes, "So what do you?" Wait. So he looks at me, and he goes,
so what's going on?
So what's going on?" And I go, nothing. What are you talking about? He goes, "No, what's going on in your sandwich?"
Oh.
He said, "You want a bread sandwich? Just bread?"
Yeah.
He said that so straight faced.
He goes, "What's going on?" And I go, "Nothing." He goes, "You just want bread?"
This was a Subway packed full of baddies, and he being funny ruined any of my chances because I was dying over this. It was so funny. You want a bread sandwich? We need to get back on track.
And
Long
then-
story short,
Wait.
day 5 of this trip.
I swear to God, if you say day 5 of this trip, nothing really happened.
Ian, what are you talking about? The
Day
Subway.
6.
Oh, then I get to the end of the Subway, and he goes, "Do you want an extra $1 for a Happy Gilmore cup?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I do. I've never seen Happy Gilmore. I don't know what the hell that shit even is, but I have a cup in my
Long
car."
story short, day 5, all I remember is we watch Family Guy for 2 hours, and then we go to sleep.
Wait. You didn't even talk about tubing.
I'm gonna kill you.
You talk about tubing. I don't even remember what I was talking about tubing.
Last thing.
Oh, dude,
Um,
tell them about tubing.
So
Tell them about my
we
nickname.
go tubing. It's on a chair tube, and me and Jacob are the only people who like it wild. We like to ride this tube wild style, and we fly off the tube multiple times. But the whole time, Jacob, fuck, this story is actually not that good.
Oh
Ian
my
tells
God,
me- I go on
Jacob's remembering the
I go on
story
this
as
wild
he's telling
style
it.
tool.
Day 5. Oh, we went tubing.
We were going tubing the whole trip. I just forgot about it. That's like the main thing that we did. Okay, tubing. If you don't understand tubing, it's a tube pulled behind the boat. And long story short, I asked Ian, I said, "How crazy are these tubes? Do you ever like fall off of these things?" And he says, "That would never happen."
Dude.
Once a trip I've ever fallen off. I've
And
only
then,
fallen off
the
these
next thing
tubes,
that
like,
happened,
one
Ian and I
time.
made small talk. Can you believe that, Sawyer?
I go. He says, "Okay, you'll maybe fall off the tube one time the whole trip." I go on the tube. I fall off the tube 3 times in one day. I get launched over like 20 feet into the air, into the water, and
And
all the little kids on the trip start calling me Skippy because I skip on the water.
And then
So-
all the 5 Subway baddies showed up and saw me fall in the water, and I lost my chance again.
Ian, remember when we hated the cornhole thing?
what?
when we were tasked with hanging the cornhole? Remember how interesting of a story that was? Remember when it took us 4 hours to tie a
Just
string
end the
into a
episode.
tree?
Just end the episode. Just call it here. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
One
for,
last
thanks for
DVD.
listening to
Day
this
6.
episode of the One Last
Day
Year
6.
podcast. No.
Something happened on